So the class is on. Hi everyone, how are you doing? How is life? How are you doing today? I hope you're very good. I hope everything is going on well. Now, first of all, before I start, I would like to apologize for delaying the class. I had to put together some things for this class because I wanted to be as packed as possible because I have promised to give you um loads of value, and I wanted to make sure I fulfilled my promise. So I had to shift the class to today. So I am really sorry for the delay. I hope I am forgiven. So welcome to the class. This is a free master class that I'm making on how to make a stable lotion from scratch. So because this is my first master class on my skin tutorials account, I'm going to like you to meet me first. I'm going to introduce myself to you. Okay, so my name is Hamida, but you already know me as Skin Tutorials. I am Hamida, a natural skincare formulator and chemist. But please, I am just a chemist, by the way. It is a coincidence. You do not need to be a chemist before you can become a skincare formulator. It is not a prerequisite for you. It is not a limiting factor for you to become a qualified formulator. So please have it at the back of your mind. Whatever you set your mind to do, you can do it with or without the prior knowledge. All you need to do is get intense training from a qualified formulator to teach you how everything is done, and then you'll be good to go. So please do not have the mindset that you need to become a formulator before you can formulate. I've had many students in the past that some of them are not even science based, but when you happen to meet someone that takes their time to take you through everything you need to know, it becomes easier for you. So please always just have it at the back of your mind that you can do it, and it is very simple. It is not as complicated as it would seem at first. When you're starting out, it might be kind of difficult for you to grasp everything at a time, but at time goes on, when you start working, when you start making your own formula, when you start producing your own products, it gets easier. You get used to the way formula is created. If you're just starting out and you're spending 2-3 days on making a particular formula for a product, with time, as you get familiar with the ingredients, the formulation techniques and all, you'll be able to finish making a formula in hours, in minutes sometimes. So it gets easier as you formulate more and more. So the more you formulate, the more the more good you become. So the only way you can be able to become a professional formulator is to ensure you formulate and formulate and formulate some more. And please don't forget to make research. Always ensure you make researches. Find out the things you need to know, the required information about everything you are trying to make, because you are in charge of making products for your customers, for their skin's health. And it is very important for you to know that whatever you put on your skin also goes into the body. So you want to make sure all the products you are making for them, they are safe and secure. They are not products that will harm them in any way. So it is important that you take your time to research everything you're doing and ensure you're doing it the right way. So please, sorry for the pep talk. I can be quite talky sometimes. So please, just let's drive into the class. Once again, my name is Hamida, but you know me as Skin Tutorials already. So let's go into the class. Now, I'm going to be starting the class right now. I'm hoping the class will be 30 minutes long, and I wish you would stay with me till the end of the class. I will try as much as possible not to spend more than 30 minutes here, because I want to give you enough value for you to be able to understand, especially for someone who has never made a lotion before. I had promised I was going to take you through the step by step so you'll be able to understand how a lotion is actually made. Now, making a lotion, a stable lotion from scratch. So in this masterclass, I am going to be taking you through step-by-step procedure on how to make a very stable cream or lotion that does not change appearance or odor over time. Now, I know you've been seeing lotion. Of course, you've been using lotion on your skin. You've seen different kind of lotions. Some of you here today attending this class might have made lotion before, but they have some questions, some challenges that they are facing when trying to make a lotion, while some of you here have never made a lotion before and you're trying to make your own lotion at home for the very first time. So I'm going to take my time to explain everything to you so you'll be able to understand how a lotion comes about, how it is made. But one thing I want you to keep in mind is please don't be intimidated about making a lotion. I know it can be quite tricky to be able to know the amount of a particular ingredient, maybe the amount of oil, the amount of water that you need to use or emulsifier to make a lotion that is very stable. I know some of you are already having these challenges. Maybe after you finish making a lotion, it's separate after a while, or maybe after a while it starts to change odor, appearance, or color, or or the lotion starts growing mold, harboring bacteria. I'm going to sticking with me through this class, you'll be able to understand why these things happen to your lotion. So let's just dive straight into the class. I don't want to take too much of your time. Let me go straight into the class right now. So we're about to start. I hope you're ready. Hi, are you ready? Oh, sorry. I am so sorry. I thought I was having a live class. So is everyone ready? Okay, let's go. I think it's better for you to get a pen and paper to be able to put down the things that I'm going to be teaching you in this class, because you have to refer to it when you're making your lotion. So let's go on. Now, making a stable lotion from scratch. So let's go into the class. Let's dive into the class. Oh, I'm ready. Okay, so how a lotion is made. How is a lotion made? You've been wondering, how is a lotion made? You've been hearing rumors before. Lotion contains water, lotion contains oil, and you know in your mind that normally water and oil do not mix. So as formulators, how do formulators make this magic happen? I am about to reveal it to you in this class. Now, let's go. So a lotion is made by combining oils and water with an emulsifier. So as I said before, normally we all know that water and oil do not mix. No matter how much you mix them together, they tend to stand apart from each other. They do not mix at all. So how do we make this happen in lotion? With the help of an emulsifier. Now, emulsifier is very important in your lotion making. It is one of the most important ingredients you need to have in your lotion to make a successful emulsion. So, sorry. So, okay. Now, making a lotion is quite straightforward. As I said before, your oils, your water, and your emulsifier, these are the three most important ingredients you'll be using to make your lotion. Now, also, because I going to be talking about this texture of your lotion and the stability in this class, I'm going to be telling you that the texture of your lotion will depend on the proportion of each ingredient and the type of emulsifiers and oils. Now, what dictates how your lotion is going to look or how it's going to feel on the skin, the texture, the viscosity, the appearance. It is dictated by the ingredients you have used and how much of each ingredient you have used in your formula, how much you have combined them, the usage rates, the use levels you have used them, the way you have combined them together is going to determine how your final product is going to look like, what it is going to look like. It is totally up to those ingredients. And you can also add additional ingredients to your lotion apart from the water and your oil and your emulsifier. This is where ingredients like extracts, like thickeners, your fragrance, your colors, humectants, this is where they come in. So you can use these ingredients in your lotion making process. Now it's possible you might have been seeing these ingredients one way or the other along the line, maybe some recipes you've seen in the past, or the lotions you've been making on your own at home. You've used some of these ingredients before, so it is totally fine for you to add them to your lotion, because they help to improve your lotion in a kind of way, depending on their benefits. Yeah, depending on their benefits they have to offer. So typically creating a lotion requires 3 phases. So you have the heated water phase, you have the heated oil phase, and you have the cool down or finishing phase. Now these are 3 phases you need to go through in making your lotion. So when you're trying to write your formula for your lotion, you divide your formula into these 3 phases. We have the heated water phase, which contains ingredients like water and some other ingredients that you have chosen, some of your additives. We have the heated oil phase, where you have your emulsifiers and your oils and butters, and then the cool down phase, your additives that you want to add. Do you want to use an extract? Do you want to use fragrance? Your preservative? This is where it is added. So let's go on to explain this better. So for your heated water phase, it's basically made up of water, and usually the main ingredient of a lotion recipe is water. It makes up about 70 to 80% of your total lotion recipe. So it is a very important ingredient in your lotion formulation. So now that we know that water is very important in your lotion making process, it is important that you pay attention to the kind of water you use in making your lotion. For example, you don't want to use tap water or just ordinary water you get from your taps at home, because it is important for you to use distilled water. I know some of you might be thinking, why do I need to go for distilled water when I can easily use the water coming out of my tap at home? I'm going to tell you the reason why this is important. Your distilled water, your tap water at home rather, and distilled water, comparing these two water together, the normal water coming out of your tap at home, even if it has been filtered and it has been made sure that it is healthy for consumption. Another thing is your tap water contains some minerals that we do not need in skincare. We don't need them because they can tamper with the stability of your final product. So it is important that these minerals are removed to ensure your product stability. So that is what is done. That is how distilled water is made. All the inessential minerals we don't need that might tamper with the stability of our product has been removed for us. So it is you are left with only pure deionized water. So that is why it's very important for you to use distilled water if you are trying to trying to achieve stability in your product. Please ensure you use distilled water. Now also, using more water results in a thinner or lighter lotion. So the percentage of water you are using in your formula will also contribute to the appearance, the texture, how thin or how thick it's going to be. So more water means lighter lotion, and less water means thicker lotion. So that is what you need to know about water. Now moving on to the heated oil phase of your formula. The heated oil phase of your formula contains your emulsifiers and your oils. Now for emulsifiers here, um oh my god, I think there is a mix up somewhere here. Please hold on. All right, so sorry for the mix up. I jumped a slide, so I went to get it back. So let's continue. The heated oil phase. I think we're done with the heated water phase. So for your heated oil phase, it contains your oils and butters and your emulsifiers. So for your heated oil phase, oils and butters, they are usually around 10 to 25% of your total recipe, of your total formula. Now oils and butters, they are also a very important aspect of your lotion making. It's a very important ingredient in your lotion making. Now these oils and butters, they also play a huge role in the texture of your lotion, how viscous or how thin it's going to be at your how your final product is going to be. Now the type of product, butters and oils, we have a lot of butters, we have a lot of oils out there. I know you guys already have one or two oils or butters in mind. I personally, I have favorite butters and oils that I like to work with in my lotion, and I know also you have your favorite ingredients that you like to work with, so you can totally use them in your formula. But I want you to know they also contribute to the feel, the texture of your lotion. It's such that if you use lightweight oils like sweet almond oil, oils like rose hip oil, oils like grapeseed oil, all these oils, they are lightweight oils, so they are going to need to leave a neat finishing on the skin. They are easily absorbed by the skin. So if you are looking to make a lotion that is not greasy and it is easily absorbed by the skin, you can go for these types of this type of carrier oils. They tend to be lightweight. So or you can use, if you want something the medium heavy, like oils like avocado oil. They are medium weight, like they are not as lightweight as sweet almond oil. You can totally go with those kind of oils, or you can use heavier oils like your carotid oil, coconut oil. You need to be able to understand perfectly how to work with these oils to achieve the kind of texture and the kind of products that you want to achieve. And using sunflower oil, I've worked with sunflower oil before in my lotion. So, and sunflower oil is very good. It's a lightweight oil, but it leaves a greasy feeling on the skin. So if you want to use it, you might want to combine it with another oil, or you can use it alone and use another ingredient to combat the greasy effect, to reduce the greasiness. So that is it for your oils. And also, how thick or how thin your lotion is going to be is also affected by the choice of your oils and butter. So using a large percentage of oils and butter in your recipe will usually result in a thicker, heavier lotion. So if you use large percentage of oils and butter, it can make your lotion kind of heavy. So the type of oil and butter also plays a huge role in your lotion texture. I have explained that, I think. So you can make a lotion with a wide varieties of oils and butters out there. Which one you choose depends on what consistency and benefits you like the lotion to have. So if you want your lotion to have you want it to be easily absorbed by the skin, not leaving any greasy feelings, you know which oils to go for. If you are trying to make a oil that it is more moisturizing for the skin, probably because of the Hamilton weather we are currently in, you can go for oils that are slightly thicker, that are slightly heavier, or you can mix it up with butters, like mango butter. I've worked with mango, shea, lavender butter in my lotion making process. So you can totally go for those kind of butters to ensure your product is more moisturizing. So that is for for your oils. For your emulsifiers in your heated water phase, they are around 10% or less of your total formula. Now, is the your emulsifier is the key to creating a successful lotion, because it's the one that binds the water and the oil together. So you need to choose carefully when you're when you're trying to choose the right emulsifier for your product. This is where your stability starts to come in. Apart from the water aspect, where you have to use a distilled water to ensure it does not tamper with the integrity of the other ingredients you're trying to use, it is also very important for you to use the right emulsifier in making your product to ensure it is stable, it does not separate after a while. So your emulsifier is a key to your successful lotion making process. So various emulsifiers have different binding strengths and properties. So it is important to consider which emulsifier is best for your recipe. What kind of lotion are you trying to make? Are you trying to make something that has a thin consistency? That means you are using something that you are going to choose an emulsifier that has the strength to hold water in place, to hold a large amount of water in place. So the kind of consistency you're trying to achieve, the kind of lotion you're trying to make will determine the type of emulsifier you need to use. And if you're just starting out with your lotion making, you can go for the traditional emulsifying wax. It is actually a very good emulsifier for you to use. It creates a very stable product that does not separate after a while. So it is very important to consider that there are wide varieties of emulsifiers out there. We have BTMS 50, we have a traditional emulsifying wax, we have Lotion Pro, we have emulsifiers like Olivem 1000, there is the Olivem 900, Olivem 800. So all these emulsifiers, you choose according to the kind of product you're trying to make here. So that is for emulsifier. So there is another category of products in your heated oil phase rather, that are called CoEmulsifiers. Now, what is CoEmulsifiers? We talked about emulsifiers, and now that we are talking about CoEmulsifiers, don't get it twisted. A CoEmulsifier is not there to emulsify your products for you. It is not the one responsible for the emulsification process, but it is there to ensure your product is stable. Like, they are used to stabilize an existing emulsion. So it's lent a hand. It's like a help to your emulsifier to ensure your product is stable, to ensure it does not separate. It is there to help your emulsifiers to make sure your product is stable. CoEmulsifiers also often thicken up your product. They contribute to the texture also. They tend to thicken up your product. So you have to have it in mind that the amount of CoEmulsifier you use will also determine how thick or how thin your product is going to be. So a recipe does not require a CoEmulsifier, but they often create a more stable and creamy product. So if you are trying to make a lotion that is very stable, I'd advise you make sure a CoEmulsifier is in your formula. I will advise you make sure to use it in making your product, because it ensures your product is more stable than it would be without it. So ensure you use it, and it also lends a hand to the texture, the feel of your product. For example, we have examples of CoEmulsifiers are stearic acid, cetyl alcohol, cetyl alcohol, and some other fatty alcohols out there. So if you're trying to let your product have a creamy texture, something a creamy and a little something creamy on your skin, you can go for cetyl alcohol. And if you're looking for a slightly powdery feel, more not like a creamy texture, you can go for stearic acid. You can decide to use the two if you are trying to combine their these two feelings together, depending on your preference. This is one thing I love about lotion making, because you get to tweak, you get to use different ingredients you want, you get to decide how your final product is going to be. You are totally in charge of how your final product turns out, depending on how you combine your ingredients. So you can play with your ingredients however you like once you get the hang of how a lotion is made. So I think I'm taking too much time already. Let me move on. So when you're making a lotion, yes, we've talked about the co-emulsifier, we've talked about the emulsifiers, we've talked about our oil and butters. So that is all for your heated oil phase. Now for the cool down phase, now this is where you add your additives, where you add ingredients like your fragrance, your preservatives, your coloring. If you want to color your products, if you're trying to use an extract, this is where you add it, or cosmeceuticals or active ingredients, this is where you add it. Now it is very important for you to ensure you use a preservative. It is very important because a preservative is an antibacterial solution that helps prevent mold from growing in your products. Now if you are making a product that contains water, so it is very important for you to preserve this product, because water is like an avenue for bacteria and mold to grow in your product. So it is very important for you to preserve it. If you don't want to use a preservative in your skincare products, I'd advise you stick to anhydrous or oil-based products only, like body butters and balms. Please, if you are making a lotion, ensure you use a preservative. Apart from the fact that it is preserving the integrity of your products, not using a preservative in your lotion can pose risk to your consumers. If whether it is you or whether you are selling to your customers, it makes the product unsafe for them. It can harm them. I actually read an article about how a lotion caused problem for a large that cost a large amount of patients to be admitted to the hospital, just because the lotion was harboring bacteria in it, and it ended up infecting people, and then it spread to many other people, causing outbreak of the bacteria. So it is very important for you to preserve your products. Please always ensure you preserve any water-based skincare product you are making. It is important for you to preserve it. And while you are choosing your preservatives, ensure you choose one with a broad spectrum to ensure your product is properly preserved. Now, so apart from your preservatives, special additives in your lotion recipe could include your extract, your additional humectant, your fragrances and colors. You can totally add them together. So that is for your cool down phase. So that is how a lotion is made. Your 3 phases, you choose the ingredients that's going to be in the 3 phases. I hope you understand with my simple explanation. So let's move on. How to create a lotion formula. How do you create a lotion formula? Creating a lotion formula, I think I've more or less broken it down for you from in the making a lotion the aspect you just finished. I think you understand what I'm trying to say here. I'm so sorry. So let's dive in straight into how to create a lotion formula. So if you are trying to create a lotion formula now, you're going to be dividing your formula into 3 phases here. As I've said before, your heated water phase, your heated oil phase, and then your cool down phase. So your under your heated water phase, this is actually a very basic formula that I'm giving to you. If you look at this formula, you can see that it does not really contain much. It contains mostly the important ingredients that you need to use, that has to be in your lotion for it to be called a lotion. So your heated water phase should contain about 70 to 80% distilled water. That is the standard percentage range for your distilled water in your lotion. Now for your heated water for your heated oil phase, you need to use an emulsifier between 3 to 6% to ensure your product is properly emulsified, and the percentage you choose will determine the consistency of the lotion you are trying to achieve, whether it's a body milk you're trying to make, or you're trying to make a light lotion, or you're trying to make a body cream, or you're making an emulsified body butter. The type of product you're trying to make will determine how much emulsifying wax you have to use, because you know I said it is better for you to start with emulsifying wax if you are starting out for the first time making a lotion. It's actually an emulsifying it's actually an emulsifier that I would recommend to you if you are just starting out, because it is easy to work with. It does not stress you out at all. So your emulsifying wax between 3 to 6%, and for your co-emulsifier here, I'm choosing to use stearic acid because it's kind of easy to work with also. So depending on how thick or how thin you want your cream to be, you use between 3 to 5%. And then your oils and butters, you have to carefully choose this product depending on the properties you are trying to make your lotion have. Are you trying to make a lotion that is easily absorbed by the skin? You go for the lightweight oils. Are you trying to make a lotion that is more moisturizing, that will stay longer on your skin, to keep your skin moisturized from drying out, especially during the Ramadan? You go for heavy oils. But you have to keep in mind that the type of oils and butters you have to make in cosmetic formulation, we have a term called comedogenicity in oils and butters. It is a measure of how comedogenic, or the or how am I going to say this, of the probability of an oil or a butter to clog the pores, like to cause you to have acne. So if you are trying to make a product for your face, you have to be careful the kind of oils or butters you choose in your lotion. And if you are trying to make it for the body, then you can go with whatever you want, depending on the texture and the consistency you're trying to achieve. So now for your cool down face, here I'm going to be using just my preservative and fragrance, or you can use essential oil depending on your personal preference. So first of all, your preservative here is between 0.5 to 1%, but it actually depends on the kind of preservative you are using. If you are using one common preservative that I like to use a lot in my products is Jamal Plus. It's a broad spectrum preservative. It's actually a very good preservative. It preserves your product well. So in my lotion making, I use Jamal Plus at 0.5%. 0.5% Jamal Plus is enough to preserve your product properly. If you are using preservatives like Optifen Plus, I think you have to use it up to about 1% for it to properly preserve your product. So the percentage actually depends on the kind of preservative that you are using. So your fragrance or essential oil should be between 0.5 to 1%. In fact, if you are making a product for the face, I'd advise you you use your fragrance or essential oil at a very low percentage, about highest is 0.5%, because you don't want irritation to occur. The skin on the face sorry, I am so sorry. The skin on the face is quite sensitive than the skin on the body. So in skincare, we tend to be more careful about the kind of ingredients we use in face products than in body products. So that is how a lotion formula is created. I think, do you understand me? Don't worry, I'm going to be hosting a live class very soon where I can be able to interact with you, or where I can be able to entertain your questions and answer in the live class. So just stick with me. Just have this class like this. Help me manage it. I'm going to have in the live class soon. I promise you. So that is all. Now let's go to making your own formula. So if you're trying to make your own lotion formula, you have to keep some things in mind. If you are just starting out, if you're just making your lotion for the very first time, I'd advise you start with something very simple, like a tested and proven formula, a formula that has been proven to be effective. Don't start out with your own formula. Get a formula that has already been tested and it has been proven that it is effective in making a lotion. Then from there, after you have once you have perfected your lotion making using that formula, you can start playing around with your own formula, adjust the percentage of some ingredients. use try to make different kind of consistency of lotion, whether it's a body milk, whether it's a body cream, whether it's a body butter. But please start out with something very simple first, so you'll be able to get the hang of it. You'll be able to understand how it is done, how the ingredients are combined. So after that, go out, go all out. Use that favorite oil you have in mind, use that favorite butter you've always wanted to use. Add that cosmeceuticals that you've wanted to use those cosmeceuticals, those actives that is peppering your body to use them. Use those extracts, use those whatever additive you want to use. You are free to use them, but make sure you are using every ingredient that you want to use the proper way. Ensure you are using them the proper way to achieve maximum results. There is a way that every ingredient in skincare is used, so you have to understand how each ingredient is used in your product making for you to reap maximum results and ensure you are not causing harm with your products, and they are safe for anyone to use. So, and when you're making your lotion, it can take some time. It can sometimes take a while, a little trial and error to find the perfect formula that you are trying to make. So you can make a lotion today and say, oh, it's flopped. I make lotion tomorrow. This lotion is so nice. Like recently, let me tell you a short story. I made a lotion actually. I wanted to make something very light and fluffy on the skin, something that is easily absorbed by the skin, that does not stay greasy at all. And so I made my formula. And trust me, what happened? It flopped. Yes, it flopped. I've been formulating lotion for a very long time, so I am quite experienced in that aspect. But it still flopped. But guess what? I did not give up. I made the lotion again and it was perfect. It came out just the way I wanted it to be. So don't give up if you make a mistake, because it's not evitable. If you are trying to develop yourself, if you are trying to make something, if you are trying to become a professional in this skincare business, you have to keep trying out new things. You don't limit yourself to one thing because you don't want to make a mistake. Oh, I don't want to make a mistake. Oh, I don't want to waste my ingredients. It's too expensive, I don't want to waste it. Dear, you have to. It is very important for you to make those mistakes, because those mistakes will help you learn. It will help you get better. And when you're trying something else for the very first time, if you are trying to make a product for the first time using a new formula, you should make your product at very small batch to see how it's going to turn out, and make sure you test that product very well and confirm that the formula is very okay before you start selling out to your customers. That is very important. It's a very important process. Make it in a very small batch so you don't stand the risk of wasting your product if it does not come out well. So after you have made it in a small quantity and you see that it has come out well, you've studied it, everything is okay, you've tried it on your skin, no irritation caused, you've done the necessary tests that you have to do before you start selling out, then you can sell it out to your customers. That way you'll be able to convince them more about the benefits of the products you have made. You'll be able to tell them, let them know. That way you will even attract your customers, your ideal customers. They will be convinced that you actually know what you are doing, so they will come to you. It is very important to go through this. You don't want to sell out wrong products to your customers and start scaring them away. So it is important that you do that. Now, okay, I said 30 minutes and this is 38 minutes already. I am so sorry. I can be a talkative sometimes. So I think we've come to the end of the class. This is all that I want to teach you. I hope I delivered as I promised. I hope so. And I hope you're still with me. I hope you're still with me till I hope you watched this video till the end, because you don't want to miss the values. Yes, and I'm going to be making more free masterclasses after this word. So this is just a start. You want to stick around with me. You want to ensure you turn on post notification for my page so you don't miss out when I post new things. You'll be able to know when I have new post up on my page. And my stories, you can follow my stories too, because I'll be giving out short tutorials there. I'll be teaching out short tutorials on my stories, maybe once or twice in a week. So that is the end of the class. If you have a question, you can drop it for me in my DM. I'm going to respond to them ASAP. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for your time. Your time means a lot, seriously. I really appreciate it. Like, who am I? Who am I to call you all here? I want to teach you something. But you honored my invitation. You listened to me till the end. I am so grateful for that. Thank you so much. So, this is the end of the class. I don't want to waste any more of your time. Thank you so much for sticking around with me. I'll see you again. I will be seeing you where am I going to be seeing you? On Instagram. Okay, so bye bye. Thank you.